This podcast may contain questionable language, will contain spoilers, and is dedicated to Cameron.
Hello and welcome to episode 235 of MovieDrone. I'm surprised I'm not working tonight, Steve.
I think I'd rather be working. No, I don't know. It's Marc.
Okay,
it's Marc.
That's charming, isn't it? Really is charming.
I mean, even you don't compare to the DOS hole that is work, mate. I'd prefer to be in your company.
Would you?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, that's bad at work.
Oh, no, it is.
Jesus. So have you been?
Been a shit week, mate, to be honest with you. Lost one of my mates, passed away. He's only 31.
Was he?
31 he went Friday, so it's been a bit of a shit week. Worked with him every day for, I don't know, 11 years, something like that.
Did you? I thought he was full-time counsellor. I didn't realise.
Yeah, no, he worked with us too. Worked for 11 years, just shy.
Right.
Big shock, that one. Not ideal, but, you know, he was a fellow cinephile and things, so we had some good chats about films. Probably never listened to this, but... You know, may he rest in peace, bless him.
He wasn't in Senegal, was he, at some point?
No. I went silversmithing, though. That took my mind off it. That was good. I made a butterfly.
Oh, was that
pendant.
your butterfly?
I made the butterfly.
That was your butterfly?
Yeah.
What, with the love messages and that on it?
No, that was Cassie did the heart.
Oh, right, okay.
Cassie did the heart. I did the butterfly.
I thought you did the other thing.
No.
Was it musical?
Musical, no. That was Mr. P. That was Cassie's stepdad.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was you.
No.
Oh, right. Okay.
What do you think now? I made the butterfly. It was all right, wasn't it?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it was good. You know that, mate.
It's
you
just
know
as
that.
bad. You should have done what Shaun said and made the plectrum.
Plectrum, oh dear. Yeah, I should have done, shouldn't I? But I did catch a Pikachu this week, mate. That's good, isn't it?
Did you drive around again?
I'm up to level 14.
Are you doing? You're doing it, are you?
I went out for a walk with him on Sunday or Saturday. We went over the park. We had to go to get him some Pokestops or something, so I went and got some things and stuff.
Have you invited Lee?
No. You
know he's probably got the arm. You ain't invited him.
I mean...
What level do you reckon Lee's on?
I chucked the phone at Little and because he went, let's be friends, and I don't know how to do that. And I just went, do it. And suddenly we were friends. And then he said, I've sent me a gift and I've sent you a gift.
Well, I bet Lee's probably put out.
Is he?
Yeah, well, he's probably like a grandmaster now.
I was saying, he's probably listening to me going level 14 and going...
he gets all the the late night ones when they all come out in London.
Yeah.
He just wanders around like drunk in London, picking up all the rare ones. At the back of an Uber and that.
Lee, let us know what level you're on. That would be good. Just out of interest. And I went to a dance show last night. Little 'Un's first ever dance show.
TikTok?
No, just an actual school dance show.
Mm.
And do you know where all the adults are looking around nodding and they're really good, aren't they? 90% of them, mate, weren't. I'll be honest with you. There was a few that were all right. Yeah. I mean...
Did you tell him? Did you say to the kids that you should practice a bit?
How did you like it? And I was like, yeah, your dance was good, mate. I was like, you're the only one who looked like you wanted to be up there. She was the only one smiling and doing it. The rest of them...
You like Little Miss Sunshine, was it?
Yeah, he was a little bit.
Was it?
It was, I mean, £6. It's probably quite expensive, I would have thought. But it all goes to the school, doesn't it?
Well, you had to pay,
You had to pay, yeah.
Pay to see your own kids.
And you get there, right? And they got like Coke and popcorn at £1 each.
Oh.
I was going to stock up £1. I was like, that's cheap, isn't it? I'm having 4 of them.
Like the old cinema, yeah.
Subsidised, yeah.
Those rooty old bags that you got.
That was pretty much what it was. I was like, £1, bargain. So I had my popcorn and my drinks. Yeah, watched some people dance around.
Right.
Yeah, done my bit. But she was good. She was good, mate.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
How's your week been, mate?
Shit.
Yep. Moving on.
No, just a lot of work. I'm up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, mate.
Yeah.
6 days a week at the moment. Got some bloke in hospital still.
Yeah.
So I mean, get well soon to him, obviously, but still don't mean that I like the fact that he's doing it. You know what I mean?
No,
so there you go. So I don't know how that's going to happen. Dishwasher's busted. So that's like a highlight of the week.
Yeah.
So I just got to get something new in that.
Good. You've not had someone out to fix it.
Oh, yeah, it come out. Well, we told him what was wrong with it because it come up with an error message.
Yeah.
Told him the model. It came out. Oh, yeah, I need a part for that.
Yeah.
Well, fucking bring the part with you. prick.
If so many different model numbers, mate, it's not that easy.
Fucking told him the model number.
Yeah.
Told him. I think Jill did anyway. I'm taking credit, but I didn't. Told him the model number. Yeah. What the error message was. Didn't come out with the prospective.
Was it a single
part.
code error message?
I don't know, E09 or something.
Right. Oh, see, E09, that can be pump, a heating element, or the motor.
It's only one in that model,
right,
so he could have fucking come out with the part. Anyway, honestly, it's just like he obviously wants a jolly. He wants to come round the house again, doesn't he? Free tea and coffee. So there we go.
You're eating off paper plates at the moment, aren't you?
No, still goes round, just cold.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Simple fix.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. Tim update.
Yeah.
Still on it. He's
good on you, Tim.
Right. Yeah, good on Tim. He's I'm going to a surprise party on. I hope I ain't just ruined it. Yeah. But on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I think he's driving.
Oh.
Driving. So
do you think he's going to carry on? Do you think he's going to go January was enough?
He's going to be the designated minibus driver at some point. Because what will happen is I'll defer my position there and just won't go.
I was going to say, does that mean you're still driving? You can just leave early. You don't have to wait, or you're just not going.
Not going to go.
That's
and
brilliant.
Jim can take over the driving. So there you go.
Puts pressure on him that way, doesn't it?
Never mind.
Saves you being on the reserve bench.
All the benefits for both of us. So that's it, mate. Yeah. Load of old poop.
Shit week.
Have you got any thanks, mate?
I have, mate. I got thanks to the Manic, Pixie, Weirdo pod, to Timmy, Little Nick, Right Stuff Reviews, Keith Noakes, iScreen, U Screen for Movies, WTM, Cinema Recall, Mike and Oscar, Jamie Irwin, Lee, Collateral Cinema, Soundtrack Your Life, InSession Film, and VHS Strikes Back.
Did you see the picture that Eric sent us the other day? What was it? It was mince and
potatoes. Yeah. Good old classic. That's high value meal now.
Is it?
Meat and potatoes, mate. That's expensive. That shit.
Mashed potato. I saw the old bread and butter on the side.
Oh yeah.
I used to have one of them.
Mop that
up. Just for every meal. When I used to be around my nan's, I used to live around there and stay around there quite a bit. Bread and butter every meal.
I quite
breakfast.
As a
dinner.
Snack, mate.
Yeah.
Bread and butter. Yeah.
Lovely. So I've got special thanks this week to Jill, Cassie, Jamie Russell, Glyn, Shaun Panda Nicolson, Emma at Movies, LJ Human, Ian McIntyre, Mr. Positivity, Ben and Paul from FilmBusters, Ryan, Karim Helliwell, Dave Horrocks, and Cinema Recall.
Thanks.
Thank you very much to everybody. Vern's got some new glasses. Do you see them?
New glasses?
Yeah. 2 styles.
Ooh.
So, if you go on Facebook, you can choose which style's best.
Ooh, okay.
It's an amazing game. Promo, mate.
Hey, this is David from the Piecing It Together podcast, a podcast about movies and the movies that inspired them. For over 4 years, each week, a guest and I take a look at a new movie through the lens of what other movies we think were either an influence or connect in some other way. It's a fun, unique way to discuss films that leads to a great list of other movies to check out that either explore the same themes and ideas or maybe utilize similar filmmaking techniques. Including special episodes in our side series that twist the format, we've done over 200 episodes, so there's bound to be one on a film you've been thinking about and want to dig deeper into. So check us out on all the major podcasting apps and at piecingpod.com.
There we go. That's our friend, the Piecing It Together podcast. Older movies watched in 2022. Is the new episode.
Right, okay.
Which is quite interesting.
Yeah.
So I remember, did we include stuff that we'd seen for the first time in our list? Or we had something recently where we mentioned a lot film years.
Yeah.
And we said 2000 so it's interesting because we could do a list of like retros and all that. But yeah.
It's weird, isn't it, when you see a film that's been around for years, you watch it and you think, I am a knob.
You should think that often.
Yeah. I do daily, at least 3-4 times a day, mate. What am I doing here? I am some kind of knob.
Maybe we should do an episode about films, like older films that we've watched since we started.
Let's nick their idea.
Yeah, good.
Saves us thinking of our own one.
So that's our friends. Please listen to them, the Piecing It Together podcast. Go on then.
Welcome to the Marc reads some film lines in some similar voices and Steve has to guess the film from the lines read to get points game. Hashtag what's that film?
Here we go. It sounds like Blockbusters.
It does, doesn't it?
It does sound like Blockbusters, yeah. But it's not as good. So, mate, who got what and what was it?
It was the current highest grossing film of all time, mate, Avatar.
See, that was why, could he done a re-release though, wouldn't it? It's because he re-released it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it got overtaken, I think. And then he done like a cinema re-release, to get back on top. So,
cheeky.
But the new one's doing all right, I think, isn't it?
I know, it's disappointing, isn't it?
I didn't think it would have to.
I only know like 3 people who are going to see it. Oh, no, honestly, I've said to people and they're like, nah,
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go.
skewed figures, that's what I'm saying, mate. But Jill got a 1. Maisie got a 1. Glyn got a 5. Paul got a 5. Karim got a 2. Shaun got a 1. LJ got a 5. Emma got a 3. Ryan got a 1. He ain't a fan either.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. What did I got? I think I should have got it on a 3.
you got
got
a 1,
or
yeah,
something. Yeah. But I'm glad I got a 1.
Yeah.
Fuck Avatar.
Yeah.
So what you got for us this week, mate?
5 points in, mate. What's that film? Tear out the bad wood, put in good wood.
Dear. I mean, I recognise it.
Yeah?
But
Oh.
I don't think I'm gonna
Get it
guess
from
it
that.
on the first one.
4 points in, mate. What's that film? In my opinion, Dr. Metcalf isn't aware of the difference between his ass and a hole in the ground.
Dear. No, I don't know.
3 points in, mate. What's that film? Delbert McIntyre, Infestation Management. Always nice to meet a colleague. Yay! Go on, mate.
Fucking hell, eh?
Go on.
Look at that.
Hey, check that
Hey,
out.
well,
Hey,
there you
topical,
go.
hey,
Yeah,
topical,
good one,
topical.
good.
2 points in, mate. What's that film? In this first generation, the original male also produced a queen, and together they will construct a primary nest, which the queen will guard. Eventually, she will create reproductive offspring of her own. And when that happens, a town is dead, and the next town, and the next town, and the next one, and so on. Went on a bit, that one, didn't it?
Didn't it, just? Did you not know it was going to when you wrote it?
Cut and paste, mate, cut and paste. Not even done it. Never do these before. It's like the impressions. I just do it ad hoc and think, who said that one?
Go on then, last one.
1 point there. What's that film? A web would indicate an arachnoid presence.
Oh, I don't know what I'm gutted. I thought I should have got more than that.
You did all right, mate. 3.
I knew it. I knew it from the first one. Pretty sure I knew it. But anyway, if you think you can do better than me, please let us know how many you think you got and what you think it is via DM only, please.
Yeah, it's a bit topical, that one. Bonus point if you can tell us why it's topical.
I mean, I don't know why it's topical. Moving on.
Yeah.
This is... There we go. So, I just want to apologise for last week. Just leaving that music, I've just realised that, like, Jamie Irwin, obviously, I mean, what I was like within that once review last week, and Shaun, obviously, obviously might have upset a few people. I wasn't being personal.
Only towards me.
Towards you.
Yeah.
Towards you, probably, but not towards those guys. They guys, they don't sit and do that. They do things like that, music. They're amazing, you know what I mean? Like, they're not
we
in
all
the
knew
same...
it was about me, mate. Don't worry about it. You made that perfectly clear.
Dear. But sorry about that, anyone who can actually play the guitar. So, mate, where can people send us questions?
They can send them via Twitter, which is at movie_drone, or via email on moviedronepodcast@hotmail.com.
I need some topical. What's coming up in a minute? Easter's coming up.
I think Emma wants the Easter one, mate.
Does
I
she?
think she's already claimed that one.
Right, okay.
So Valentine's, some love questions. We all know that you love
you
film.
love Valentine's.
Yeah, I love a love film, mate.
Yeah,
I've got some feelings.
You do a few things on Valentine's, and that.
We're actually away for a murder mystery weekend.
Oh,
mate.
yeah.
Yeah, I booked it for. I bought it for her for Christmas last year.
Right.
We're going away for a murder mystery weekend.
Lovely. Don't get murdered, will you? So, moving on.
Yeah.
This is the next section. This is the section that we love to call Question Time.
Question time, question time, time for the question time. Question time, time for the question time.
You did that in, what was it, like some sort of weird American accent there? Are you getting into character for your murder mystery, is it?
Murder.
Getting into character.
Yeah.
Do you have to dress up in that?
We've not been told. I only chose my food. I had to choose my food. I weren't happy about choosing my food.
Right.
I don't know what I'm going to fancy in 2-3 weeks' time, do I?
Boy, I mean, if it's a choice of two things...
Well, it was 3
things.
things. Don't eat fish. I weren't having that. I weren't having the vegetarian one,
Well,
so I was
there you
left
go.
with a chicken.
Well, what are you worried about
I could
choosing for?
get-
So you would have chosen the chicken when you went? So wind your neck in. Colonel Mustard or whatever it is you're going to be called. So someone did send a question in. Who's it from? What's it about?
It was from Shaun, mate. Quickest question time response I've ever had. Sent a little begging tweet out. Within like seconds, there was like 12 questions there from him.
Oh.
I was like, that is some quick
You sent
thinking.
a tweet out, did you?
Yeah,
Oh,
begging tweet, yeah. Where do you think these have come from, mate? You just made them up,
I
mate.
don't pay any attention.
So he just wants to know our top 5 bald protagonists.
Okay.
I'm guessing in film.
Yeah, well, yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Otherwise, you could be on there.
It could be.
Yeah.
You're right. What you got?
Number 5, mate, is Dr. Evil.
Right. Okay.
Brilliant. I made Miles watch a clip of it the other day because he'd never seen the mole clip.
Has he seen the film?
I think he said he's seen a couple. I don't think he remembered that because there was a few out, wasn't there? Very samey, but they were brilliant.
Okay. There we go. So my number 5, is it? Mm-hmm. Is Ernst Stavro Blofeld.
Of course it was, mate.
From James Bond.
Ooh, a little bit topical then, ones, eh?
Huh?
Hey, Dr. Evil Blofeld. Ooh. Coincidence.
I wonder who's going to be the next James Bond.
Henry Cavill.
No, I don't think so.
Well,
they
sacked
reckon that bloke, don't they? They reckon that Aaron, what's his name, who was in Bullet Train.
Oh, really?
They reckon he's like the number one person.
I just assumed they'd sacked him as Superman, hadn't they? Henry Cavill?
Yeah, they got rid of him. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they are then. Why? We don't want to sign that contract, mate.
Oh, I don't know.
I've got another opportunity coming up.
I don't know.
Number 4 then, mate. John Coffey
Okay.
from The Green Mile.
Protagonist? Was your protagonist?
Oh, he's a lead actor. What would you call a protagonist?
I've gone for like evil sort of people.
Ah,
like,
see.
you know what I mean? People.
I'd just take a protagonist as a lead character.
Okay. All right then. My number 4 is Darth Vader, but under the helmet.
Okay.
So he's,
You know he was bald under that.
Yeah, they took his helmet off, didn't they?
I don't
when he
know.
died? Yeah.
Did
took
they?
his helmet off when he
Whose face
died.
was it then?
What do you mean?
Or was it a human face? Was he a human?
Yeah.
Huh?
You're not seeing it? You...
No.
Yeah, you don't. Oh, right. Yeah, he was, yeah. Before he had the helmet on, yeah.
He was a little baldy, was he?
No, he wasn't when he was obviously, but they obviously, but I don't know, they shaved his head when they put the helmet on, I presume, to, you know.
Was it a costume?
It's all burnt and that, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Oh.
You're talking to me like I know. Was he like a RoboCop? Was he like? Did he die and then they made him into like a robot, or was he
They got
a real
burnt,
man?
and then they like put the
So when he
suit
went
and
to
that
bed
on him,
at
so
night,
it was helping him breathe and that. That's what.
But when he went to
All
bed
that.
at night, did he take that helmet off, put it by the bed, and
Don't think you ever see him sleep. No, I don't know actually. No, I think he just went into like
a bit like Bane,
thing
was
and
he?
stood up doing it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
All right, my number 3, mate, John Doe from 7.
Okay.
Pretty bald, shaved really, wasn't he? Shaved, but he was a baldy.
Yeah. My number 3 is the gunslinger from Westworld.
Okay.
Yul Brynner. Have you seen the original Westworld?
I don't know.
Have we had this conversation?
I think it rings a bell. Definitely rings a bell. I'm sure I have. But
like the robot, like Western, you go like, and there's like robots.
Whether I appreciated it at the time, it was probably one of them my dad made me watch, and I sat there with the ump because he had turned off something good. My number 2, mate, Bane.
Okay.
Got to be in it. Sure as a body. Brilliant.
My number, what did you say it was? 2?
Number 2, yeah.
Is Marcellus Wallace.
All right, you're gonna have to clarify this one, mate,
Why?
because I've no idea who that is.
Pulp Fiction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah.
Never have guessed that name in a million years.
Would you not?
No.
Okay.
No. Okay. Yeah, good one. My number 1, mate. I think it's a forced baldy as well.
A forced baldy.
A forced baldy, yeah. I assume the fire did it. It's Freddy Krueger.
Right, okay.
I don't ever remember him showing a young Freddy Krueger. He might have had a beautiful head of hair,
Maybe.
but the fire takes care of that.
Maybe. They did in the remake though, didn't they? They showed him
I've
as a
forgotten
man.
as much of that as I possibly can.
Okay, my number 1 is Ming the Merciless.
Okay. Yeah.
From Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
We still waiting for like a remake on. I'm surprised they haven't done one.
Yeah, it's coming, isn't it? It's got to be.
Well, it's been coming for ages, isn't it? Well, it's like Naked Guns resurfaced. And they said they got a script and all that. Liam Neeson's going to do it. And obviously Roadhouse and they all sort of come and go, didn't they?
I
But
don't know. Did I not see the poster for a Liam Neeson one, or did someone mock that
fucking
up?
hope not, mate.
Oh, I'm sure I did, mate.
I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can watch it. I could tear it to bits.
But then you're saying to me, "Oh, no Exorcist is out. You're going to go and watch it, aren't you?" No.
Well, but it's joins on. It's the same people and that, isn't it? It's not like replacing like the comedy genius that is Leslie Nielsen.
Well, he's literally
She's in
only
it,
going to
ain't
be... Yeah, well, Chris McNeil is. I think she signed up at the moment. I'm not sure Linda Blair is, but...
No, I don't think Linda Blair. No, but what's the other one? Who was the other one?
Elaine Deal.
Yeah, I don't know. They're all
Or Eileen, is it?
I think so.
Eileen, Elaine, however you want to pronounce it.
You got any honourables?
No.
Have you not?
No, I didn't bother.
Oh, I've got a couple. I think I've got Voldemort.
Okay. That's a nosy man, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colonel Kurtz from Apocalypse Now,
Okay.
and I've got Mini-Me.
Good one. Good one. Yeah.
So there we go. Thank you very much, Sean.
Yeah.
So if you know any bald protagonists,
Yeah.
please
Let
send
us
in
know.
your lists.
Loads of baldies out there.
We're going to rule the world, mate. We're going to rule the world. So, mate, we saw a film.
We did, mate. We saw a film. It's currently 7 out of 10 on IMDb. It's a 1 hour, 50 minutes, builds a crime, drama, fantasy. With a synopsis of a customs officer who can smell fear, develops an unusual attraction to a strange traveller whilst aiding a police investigation, which will call into question her entire existence. I've only got a gross on this, mate, which is $2.2 million.
This is directed by Ali Abbasi, starring Eva Melander, Eero Milanov, Jorgen Thorsen, Anne Petren and Sten Lundgren.
This is 2018's Border.
Clip.
Yeah, kinda.
Jag råkade bara köra förbi.
Vilken överraskning.
När jag var liten trodde jag att jag var något speciell. Sen blev jag vuxen och fattade att jag är bara människa. Kul och konstig människa med kromosomfel.
Det är väl inget fel på dig. Det är mycket du inte känner till.
Best clip
For
ever.
all of our Swedish listeners.
The thing is, that music, wasn't it? That fucking
It's
music.
beautiful.
And wasn't it great?
Yeah.
Absolutely great. Yeah. So, mate, I'm interested, I think, in finding out what did you think of 2018's Border.
Didn't get on with it, mate.
Do you not?
No, I didn't. Normally, I quite like these. Normally, I do. You give them to me, and I think, you know what? I quite like that. It's not the worst film I've seen. I just didn't get on with it.
Really?
Nah, I didn't get on with it. I've found some things in it I liked.
Right.
They're few and far between.
Are they really?
I just honestly
surprised.
did not get on with it. I just didn't gel with it.
Right. I'm quite surprised.
Sorry.
It's from the writer of Let the Right One In, which is a beautiful film.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
that's a good one. But I mean, I've got here, what do we have here? Because it was obviously a bit weird.
Yeah.
So just to understand, they're both trolls.
Spoiler.
Yeah, well, no.
Yeah,
we
that's
do spoilers.
Yeah, I know, it's fucked now, isn't it?
No, but trolls living amongst humans. isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
so,
yeah.
so it's a fantasy film.
Yeah.
Fantasy love film. So sort of like along the same lines as Let the Right One In.
Yeah.
Obviously with vampires and stuff. But they don't really explain that at the start, though, do they?
I mean, it's not so much the troll thing that got me, mate. You know, I was quite happy with the troll storyline. There was another particular darker one theme running through it, which I don't really think should have been in there or used in that entertainment circle.
What do you mean?
Well, do you want me to use the words or not?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, it's a pedo ring who rape a baby.
Well,
I mean, let's be honest with you. I found it a bit uncomfortable.
of course, but films are supposed to be uncomfortable. In
It's a
some way or
fantasy
another.
film about trolls.
Yeah, but
It's a bit dark, mate.
of course, but obviously we are led to believe that the trolls have been used in experiments and
Yeah,
stuff, and
yeah.
this certain troll that we've got, who we get onto a bit later,
Yeah.
is trying to get his own back. He's not doing what he's doing to get for the paedophile ring or whatever. He's doing what he's doing for other reasons, which is just to get back at humans.
Get back
you know?
at you. Yeah, but this is the whole thing was fucking miserable. Like, really, there's no redemption in it, even from her. Like, they're saying, oh, the human race is evil, let them destroy themselves. But we're also miserable and evil. Who's more evil? There's only one way to find out.
But at its
Let's
core,
kidnap some babies.
but at its core, it's a love story. At
It's-
the core of it, come on, it is a love story. The blueprint has been done many times before, without the fantasy element that's added
do you
here.
think it's a love story?
I do. I mean, underneath the body horror, it's a story of someone falling for someone who ends up being someone else. So, for instance, it's like the story, if you told the story of the girlfriend of the Craze. You know what I mean? You fall in love with him, or your Goodfellas, you know, where she falls for him and then she finds out he's a gangster. This Tina, the troll, falls for Vaughan.
Yeah.
To find out that he obviously is someone completely different. At its core, it is a basic love story.
It's a field full of like cows with one sheep in it who thinks it's a cow, and then another sheep walks in the field and it goes, "Oh, I'm a sheep. I should really love that sheep. Never really fancied cows. I've got more in." They're different. That attraction is going to be natural because she doesn't belong and he makes her belong. I don't see that.
Story.
Yeah, I don't buy it as a love story. It's a story of convenience.
Right.
That he happened to be similar to her.
But the thing is, mate, when you are a loner, that's the way that love, that's what happens, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You are drawn to someone who makes you feel better. So it focuses on Tina. She has a shit life.
Yeah.
She
They portrayed that brilliantly.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. They don't really explain her gift, but it's amazing for her job. I mean, she's amazing at it, isn't she?
Yes, she is. I mean, she's very well acted.
I found the sniffing a bit unnerving.
That bit was great. I mean, the tension they built up with it, and I felt really uncomfortable. And then we had the whole scene where, did we say Vaughan? Where Vaughn sort of gets taken into that side room and the bloke comes out and was like, and then you get that thing where she realises there's some anatomical things that are probably a bit similar to her, where her tail got cut off and that. I thought all of that was great. But you can smell stuff. That's really cool, right? So you smelt that SIM card. That's brilliant. Want to come on to hunting pedos? You can be in on all the interviews and you can go all on out with us and stuff. Top secret thing, but we met you. Come out, you can smell them.
But she's got a gift. It's only like taking a psychic somewhere.
But at no point did someone go, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Well, it's a fantasy film. It's known that trolls have got this. It must be known that trolls have got this gift.
I never got the impression for anyone that anyone else was aware of a troll apart from those two.
What do you mean?
I never got the impression that any of the so-called humans knew that they were trolls.
Yeah, of course they did. Because they'd been experimenting on their families and all that years before. Yeah, well, so they must know that they exist. And
they're talking about folklore, aren't they?
They just exist among them.
At no point did the police officer turn around and go, "You can smell good. You're a troll."
She looked like a troll.
I mean, she looked a bit funky. I'm not going to lie.
She's a troll. She looked like a troll.
But no one turned around and went, "You got one of them troll senses."
Well, I don't know. I think that I
never got that impression that it was an acceptable part of.
I've got it as like a folklore thing, whereas trolls are few and far between, but they are not sort of accepted. Well, I suppose they're accepted, but not embraced into society.
I mean, the way he was talking, there was some up in Finland, and he was the only other one she ever saw.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, but I don't get.
So she didn't know she was a troll. So how's everyone else going to know she's a troll? Because he had to turn around and go, "You're a troll, love." And she went, "I'm a troll? That's amazing." So how was anyone else going, "Do you reckon she knows she's a troll?"
Anywho, she's quite good at sniffing out stuff.
I mean, acting, mate, was sublime.
Yeah,
I've got no problem with any of the acting, the scenes or anything. I thought they were great.
And the makeup.
Yeah.
But I mean,
like 2-3 hours a day.
Yeah, probably.
It's quite pretty, actually, when you see her.
Not as a troll.
Not as a troll.
No. I mean, she's obviously got a miserable life. She's good at her job. Yeah. She has this moment where she smells sort of she never smelt the memory card. She smelt the
fear and the shame
and that on the person. Yeah. So I liked the way that storyline was introduced like that, because you never knew where it was going to go.
No.
So the way that it actually intertwined in the film and actually like led back round in a circle to Vaughn, I thought was excellent.
Yeah.
Vaughn, I mean, he turns her life upside down. I don't think I've ever felt as unnerved as I've when he's on screen. He looked so menacing in every way. Even when he was laughing, he scared me.
They did a great job at making it. I think they were clever in the fact that the scenes were imposing, and I wouldn't use the word scary as such, but he made it awkward but menacing.
Yeah.
And that's quite a skill, because it's either, fuck me, I can't watch that, but you sort of like, you're sitting there, he's smiling, and you're thinking, I don't feel right.
No, no. It was like there were bits where it was like quite light-hearted when they were doing stuff and all that, and I still felt scared of him. And he did teach her a lot about trolls, about
They're weird, tiny pizzle cocks.
obviously, and their diets and stuff. And obviously, teach her about eating insects and things like that. I mean, he opened her eyes, and this is what I mean. This is why it's a love story. He opened her eyes to certain things, and I don't know. I felt good for her for a while until I sort of obviously got the understanding of what Vor was up to, and I actually thought it just was going to be a basic love story, to be honest. But there was that dark undertone.
I think I would have probably preferred it. I mean, dark undertone, mate. This was pretty fucking dark. This wasn't an undertone. I mean, we got a troll man who hates humans. So he's going to swap out their kids and sell them to pedos and leave the mini goblin evil thing with the humans so they all destroy themselves. We don't need trolls to help us do that, mate. We're doing a fantastic job ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, from what I can gather, right, so information from online, the males have a bulge and a small nook. The females, however, have a small bulge and a big nook. Okay. If you're trying to guess what nooks and bulges are, the nook is a vagina, the bulge is the penis, and both are similar to human organs, except they obviously look a little different.
That wasn't a bulge, was it?
The sex scene
was a pizzle.
Weird as fuck, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was like a tail, wasn't it?
Really well acted. I mean, awkward.
It's quite raw, wasn't it?
It was raw.
Yeah.
And it was awkward, but it was actually, with the score and everything on it and the way it was filmed in that woodland, I think I found the naked running after a little bit weirder.
I mean, I don't know. I thought the scenery was nice. It was very Nordic.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, there was quite a lot of them running around naked and swimming in the lake.
Yeah.
I did find it, I don't think did I find it a bit weird? No, I didn't really. I mean, it was weird because of who they are and what they look like. But, you know, we all do that once in a while, don't we?
Yeah.
Running naked through the woods.
Yeah, why not, mate? Of course we do. We have one bit of happiness through this film. Two bits of happiness, I suppose.
Right.
And that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Two. So we had them when she realised she had found someone similar. And then when I think the end was happy when she got her weird hairy troll baby. I think. And I think she's kind of just, I think we're supposed to assume she's decided to raise this thing as a human. So she's got to go through a tailectomy, teach her baby to shave.
Well, obviously, yeah, I mean, it was weird because we had, through the film, we had Vor banging out his hits, they were called, weren't they? Which were like the changelings that could take the shape. So he was taking photographs of people's babies, knocking out his it. That his it would look like it, and then he was stealing the baby and flogging them on.
See, I think I could have handled the storyline if he was producing these his-its and he kind of held it up against the baby and went, here, little his-it, you need to look like this baby. All right, and then he dumped that lookalike his-it in a baby thing, gave it to the pedos. They did what they liked with it, and then the evil little troll his-it ate them or did something.
Right.
So he was planting like a cuckoo, if you like, planting a his-it in with the pedos, and they got their comeuppance from that way. The fact he was actually using human babies to swap them with and sending the real baby off for the photo session whilst the his-it stayed in the thing with its cranky little face, that switch I wasn't... Well, it did. That's why she knew it was a his-it, because she could see its cranky little face.
Yeah, but it deteriorated after a while, didn't it? I think that was the thing. It looked weird to start with, and then it took on the shape of the proper baby, didn't it? Yeah. And he gave it so that he swapped it out.
But, I mean, give your his-it to the pedos. I think that could have cleared it up a bit for me.
Right, okay.
And then you could have made it like an evil demon his-it, and it bites their cock off or something. And they get their comeuppance that way. So there is a bit of redemption against them, rather than just still having them evil bastards and him being an evil bastard, because he's no better.
I don't think he ever set out to be better. It was just pure revenge, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was depressing as fuck then, isn't it? Because there is no redemption. There is no even anger apart from her with her little hairy troll thing. Bit saying, well, actually, I'm quite happy as a human. They ain't that bad compared to you. That ain't happy, is it?
No. I mean, she did. I mean, her life. She had Roland, wasn't it? Who she put up with. Yeah. But she rented him the room so she weren't alone. But he did become her companion. But She disliked dogs, so he started a kennel. She hated TV, so he was constantly watching it. Just like a miserable life, wasn't it? Did you not feel good that even though Vor was a scary, horrible bastard, when he first came, did you not feel happy for Tina? Did you have any emotion towards Tina?
I love Tina. I thought she was really well acted, and I liked the character. I liked all the characters. I just didn't like the segues it went down. And actually, I wanted her to have some happiness at the end.
Right.
And I didn't feel like, I mean, yeah, she's got a weird hairy troll baby, terrific. But she's not been accepted by anyone. She's not been accepted by her own kind, really. She's been manipulated by her own kind. And she's almost been ostracised from humankind. So now she's just a weird troll lady with a troll baby living in a hut.
Troll world.
Yeah.
It's a song. It's a song. Yeah. I mean, I did feel sorry for her at the end, but at the same time, I did feel a little bit repulsed that she was even thinking of going with him. You know, I think I went off her a little bit right at the end, even though she did the right thing and sort of got the old bill on him, even though he did sort of get away. I sort of felt a bit repulsed that she even thought about it. Yeah. Thought better of her, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. There was no light in the tunnel. I mean, I do want to give them their dues. I mean, 10 out of 10, because the balls to do this and the overall plot and the original film, because I spend most of my time bitching, we got the same shit over and over again. We need something original. Can't someone write something new, stop remaking? But it almost feels like we've gone from like a cheese sandwich, right? Can we please stop having cheese sandwiches? And they've gone, all right, fuck it. Here we go then. Some mashed banana in a sandwich. Have some ketchup on it. Some beans. Chuck everything in. And you just think, it's not for me.
Right.
I want some pickle. Just put a bit of pickle in my cheese sandwich. That's enough. Maybe a gherkin.
I mean, I don't know. I liked it. I did like it because I thought it was something different. And in its folklore, isn't it? I mean, there probably is some folklore, some dark, I mean, it's very dark, isn't it? Nordic folklore, like Swedish and stuff like that. We have all the stuff with the trolls. We've had it with, you know, when you get into folklore like Pan's Labyrinth and stuff like that. It is all very dark, isn't it? And
it is dark, and I've got no issue with the dark.
Even the Santa Claus, like fucking, you know, I mean, the Krampus shit.
I've actually, you've introduced me to a lot of the folklore stuff, and I've enjoyed most of it. I just thought this one, if you're going fantasy and fantasy darkness, add some fantasy darkness in. I don't need real world darkness that is repugnant at the best of times, let alone twisted to be used as a casual part of this film.
Right, okay. Still found the sniffing unnerving though, did you?
Yeah,
like that?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if you were coming through the airport and someone all over you?
I mean, I felt really tense when she got hold of his bug box, because I thought that was a bomb.
Yeah. What was the bug box?
It was an incubator box for him hatching his larvae and stuff like that.
Snacks, was it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought when she was going through the bag and that, it was already great. I really loved that first part of it.
He scared me. I mean, that's he was great. Fucking horrible, wasn't he?
Oh, absolutely. Like I say, acting-wise, mate, he looks beautiful, and it was done so well. I'm sure a lot of people will get stuff out of this film I won't, and I don't want to blame... It's my fault, because I don't get on with it. I just didn't gel with it.
No.
But I can see why a lot of people like this.
I can see it as a story, so I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've just tick one particular scene, mate. I just... No, not for me.
Okay, what you got?
I can't be too harsh on it, mate, but I've got 35.
I mean, it's probably a bit low, isn't it?
I don't know, you gave once 3. So
it was fucking terrible, that's why. I've got 80 on this.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
I enjoyed being really unnerved by the two leads and just watching all these weird things, especially like the tail cock and that. I thought that was quite funny.
The pizzle. Did look like a pizzle. I literally said to the missus, that's a red pizzle.
Ralph was all over it. Trying to put it in his mouth. But yeah, I found all those scenes just like, I found it just, I don't know, I suppose I just managed to look at it as a love story underneath it, you know? So there we go. Okay. Have you watched anything else?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. I've been watching stuff. I've been getting home a bit earlier because I've been starting a bit earlier. Yeah. So I've watched a few things. Black Hawk Down.
Okay.
I watched quite like that. Yeah. The Last of Us. I've fallen asleep both episodes, so I'm not really getting on with that.
Is that computer thing everyone's talking about? Yeah. Don't know if to try it or not.
I don't know. finished Drive. That was good. Hangover 1 and 2 I watched. Everest.
Blimey, you in that here now?
Well, it's just like afternoon stuff and not on the treadmill and that. And then I started watching a film called Narvik.
Okay.
Which is a war film, Swedish war film about Norwegian war film.
Okay.
And it's, so that's on Netflix.
Cool. Just a quick thanks as well, mate, to Gill and Apple Park Films just for answering Littleton's quiz.
All right.
That's driving me insane. I got the rest of them. Just couldn't get them. I'd never have got the Dark Materials one.
No.
Ever.
No.
But thanks.
So, mate, do you want to move on?
Yeah.
This is the next section. This is the section that we have to call
Homework.
There we go. So this is the section where we give each other films that we love and the other one hasn't seen in the hope of uncovering hidden gems. It was me to you this week. I gave you a 2022 film directed by Ruben Östlund, starring Harris Dickinson, Chalby Dean, Dolly Lillian, Zach Koburik, Iris Bourbon and t'others. Running time of 147 minutes, budget of $15.6 million, taking $21.8 million at the box office, 7.5 on IMDb, 72% on Rotten Tomatoes, with a synopsis of: a cruise for the super rich sinks, leaving survivors, including a fashion model, celebrity couple, trapped on an island. I gave you 2022's, I think it's nominated for some Oscars, Triangle of Sadness.
You did, mate. You did. And I kind of enjoyed it in its parts.
Right.
I thought, for me, mate, I thought it was disjointed as fuck.
I think it's supposed to be.
But they just threw some shit together and hope it'll work. It was like, I want to do this film, right? It's kind of a social commentary. Yep, cool. I've got these ideas, right? I just don't know how to bring them together. Right. Should we just film some stuff and then I'll just edit it and we'll hope it works, yeah? Cool, yeah. Do you think it's missing anything? Yeah, pirates. Chuck some pirates in. Cool. Let's do a pirate scene. What do you reckon then? Yeah.
I don't know. I think obviously the director. This is a little bit of his style.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it might be sort of like one where you sort of love it or hate it. I don't think Mr. P likes it.
No, I'm in the middle. So fuck you. Fuck you. The opening was very interesting, mate.
What?
Really cringy. Incredibly well written and directed, that scene. Just with all the modelling bits and them introducing themselves. And the whole scene at the table with the payment. I had my head in my hands. Just them silences between, it's so well acted. Because they was just like, I could have died, mate. It was horrible. Individual scenes, mate, I thought were all really good and entertaining. Just can't see how they stitched it together. Theme of the week, Yaya, the actress.
Right.
Do you know she passed away?
Did she?
Just literally after filming. I think it was just after release. She was only 32.
Oh, no.
I can't remember what it was, but yeah, I think it might. I can't remember. I'm not going to surmise, but bless her, she's gone as well. It does make me sad, mate, that these influencer people actually exist and people buy into it. What a shit show of an existence that must be. Seriously. You can just imagine. Can you imagine being on that boat watching that?
Do you take photos of your food?
No.
You TikTokers?
No. Occasionally I'll send a picture of Elmo of my burger. I'll send a picture of my burger to Elmo.
I'm not taking that out.
I'll send a picture of my burger to Elmo.
Don't keep saying it.
I've put like bacon and cheese and it looks rank.
Right.
And we're just like, look how big my burger is.
Right.
But yeah, I ain't taking pictures like that and sitting there and like just the way he was taking the pictures and then showing her and she's going, oh, fucking shit show, mate, honestly. Woody Harrelson, he was great. The scene with the card game was great. I just felt it was in the wrong film. I'd like to see a film based on Woody Harrelson's Captain.
Did you not get like a sort of like a Wes Anderson-y sort of feel to this sort of thing? It's that sort of style, isn't it? It's like
a bit
zany, a bit choppy from sort of like, same sort of
I
thing.
mean, just as some of its parts let it down for me. I mean, I was wetting myself when they was all puking up. That woman sliding around in the bathroom. Like, I had tears coming out my eyes. I didn't know whether to retch myself or just absolutely, it was brilliant. There's some obviously there's still the social commentary scenes and the rich people against the poor people. The way he takes the jewellery off the corpse of his wife because it's still got value. I like the way it turned round with suddenly the submissive being like, I'm the boss now.
Well, yeah, it's about that, isn't it? It's about like rich people in a situation where they've got nothing. You know what I mean? Their money doesn't buy them anything. You know, it is a social commentary, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, it was weird.
Okay.
Like using him as a sex slave. Let's be honest with you. I mean, treat people well when you need them, but then you know. It's sort of like, even if you don't need someone, treat them with a bit of respect.
You're talking about the young model bloke?
Well, no, you've got like everyone, obviously she was the laundry fit person and now suddenly she's told, so he is the influencer bloke, so he is just going to the person with power, isn't he? Mm-hmm. And it was just a bit cringy.
He liked it in the end.
He did, didn't he? Yeah. It was weird though, wasn't it? Thought it was weird how the intercom worked on the boat when all the power went out as well. That was interesting.
Generator.
You reckon? Didn't work any of the lights though, did it?
Well, no.
Just make sure that intercom's working. Open ending. I think they was trying to leave it on a moral dilemma, and I didn't much give a shit. I expected it to go another way, and I'm not sure if the ending was good enough for me.
Right.
I think I thought they was gonna walk to that door and go like that, and then they see these pretzel sticks or something, and she goes, "Oh, you fucking bitch," or something like that, and she was typical. It was just shit. I'm sorry, I didn't like it. Third act, weakest by a long way.
Right.
First and second acts, mate, different films were brilliant.
Right.
The whole island thing, I mean, why the pirates in the first place?
Why?
I mean, we've just had a storm that could sink a boat. Why not sink it in the storm rather than have pirates throw a grenade?
Because the grenade was linked to the...
Because they was desperate
to the old people,
yeah, but we didn't need a link.
Their grenade.
But we didn't need that link.
But it's just irony, isn't it? It's just like another little fun sort of like nod to the fact that these people died
but
from
it was
something...
so tenuous. It was ridiculous. A lot of it made me really sad how accurate it was. The way rich people think and talk to each other and act and treat people. I thought they did poke fun at that quite well. I thought it was all right. Far, far too long. Why are we normalising 2.5 hour films?
I mean,
why are we all accepting it?
I mean, every film is obviously long, but I didn't find the length in this.
Oh,
no,
I did. Every fucking minute. Even my pad threw me off of screen mirroring. It was that long. I don't think I'm ever going to watch it again. I watched it. I'd say me enjoyed it. The 2 films at the front.
Right.
The third film I didn't much get nothing out of, mate. 59.
Okay. I mean, I'll probably end up giving you at some point Force Majeure and the Square, which is his
I mean,
film.
I didn't necessarily dislike the filming aspect of it and the way it chopped around. I just didn't think there was any cohesion at all.
Right. I went out and bought his other 2 films, his previous 2 films after seeing this. I thought it was really good.
Oh.
Now, next,
what would you have given it? Sorry.
A good, solid, I liked it, 76.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I did like it. I am not going to accept homework next week just because I've got quite a bit on next week. I've got some bits that I'm
glad I went to the effort of sorting one out.
Well, no, I'll do it the following week.
Okay.
So sorry, there's going to be no homework next week. I just can't fit it in, unfortunately, because I have some big shit coming up at work.
Life comes first.
Week. It does indeed.
Yeah.
So do you want to give it to me for 2 weeks' time so I know what I'm doing?
It's up to you, mate. You can squeeze it in if you want to. It's currently 6.8 out of 10 on IMDb. It's a 12A, 1 hour 58 minutes. Billed as a biography drama history with a synopsis of an attorney in Washington, D.C. battles against cynicism, bureaucracy and politics to help the victims of 9/11. Starring Michael Keaton, Amy Ryan and Stanley Tucci. Weirdly, it's got $107,000 gross.
What?
I mean, no budget. I would imagine it was probably a straight to Netflix one. It's 2020's worth.
Right, okay.
Interesting.
Is it?
Yeah, I found it interesting.
Okay, good. Well, there you go. So yeah, that's about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's about it. What we're doing next week's main?
Well, I can't really remember. I think it was something called After Sun.
It is After Sun, another film that we sort of missed at the end of the 2022, I think it was out.
Yeah.
So we're going to do After Sun. I wanted to watch it. I've heard that it's quite good.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a lot on the cinema at the moment for me. I know there's a couple of bits, but I just can't get there anyway. So
No,
we're gonna do
so you're
After Sun.
busy, mate.
I am busy, yeah. So we're going to do After Sun.
Yeah, cool.
So, mate, do you want to reiterate how people can get us on the social medias?
Absolutely. You can get us on Twitter, which is @movie_drone, or via email on moviedronepodcast@hotmail.com.
And TikTok at MovieDrone, where we do dances.
Yeah.
And
The
social
floss.
commentary.
Yeah.
We're influencers. Take photos of our food and that. And Elmo. Send pictures of Elmo onto TikTok.
You'll love it.
Oh, dear. So, I'm done, mate. You?
I'm done, mate.
All right, mate. Do you want to say goodbye then, Marc?
Goodbye then, Mark.
Thanks very much, everyone, for listening.
Cheers.
See you. Bye.
Earworms, they're interesting, aren't they, mate? You know, I always think about songs and how the urge to sing The Lion Sleeps Tonight is always just a whim away, a whim away, a whim away, a whim away.
Oh, dear. I remember having that on 7-inch single.
Dear.
Yeah. I mean, it sounded better than that.
Of course it did. We're at 42. Hello? Oh, bugger.